I have some exciting news, so get ready with me. The last year, I have been gatekeeping a little secret. This right here is my very own Valerie Jane Cosmetics Age Defense Moisturizer with EGF technology, which is Epidermal Growth Factor. It's literally 11:11 on the clock, and today is the 11:11 portal. Can you say fucking alignment? Back to what we were talking about. Just kidding. Gosh, I am so excited. So this is actually what I use to prep my skin before my makeup. And then you just push the white thing and it's going to give you a little serving of the moisturizer, and then you can wipe it off. This keeps it really clean. You're not dipping your fingers into moisturizer and creating the bacteria. It just swipes off the top, and then I just literally just put it all over my face. I use it as like my eye cream, everything. Like I put it everywhere. It's so good. Oh, and it feels freaking amazing. It has like this natural like sheen it brings to my skin, and I think that really helps bring out like that glow in my makeup that you guys keep asking me about. But I just couldn't mention this because I had to wait till my divorce was done because I didn't want my ex-husband getting 50% of a business that he had nothing to do with. So literally, you guys, it has been a solid year. I've been using this consistently every single time I wash my face. That is the moisturizer I use, and I've been dodging and avoiding all of your skincare questions for the last year because of that reason. That has been, I think, my absolute secret freaking sauce. It is amazing, and I'll tell you the story of like how it kind of came about. So first things first, you guys, EGF is epidermal growth factor, are a group of growth factor proteins that signal to your cells to produce the collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid, all the good stuff that we're all wanting because we all want to stay looking beautiful and youthful. But you know, aging happens. It's normal. We all have to do it. But if we can age and have things that are going to help defend our skin against aging, why the fuck not? EGFs are also a type of oligopeptides. An oligopeptide is derived from barley proteins, which are made up of 53 amino acids. Because of the cationic peptides in it, which are an antimicrobial peptide, it gives the moisturizer a 3-year shelf life. But I can guarantee it's not going to sit on your shelf for 3 years. You're going to want a new one every single month. It is not tested on animals. It is gluten-free and non-GMO. There is no paraben, phthalates, or petroleum in it. And it is free of silicone and sulfates. Another fun fact that I learned in the process was that a Dalton is a form of weight. Anything over 500 Daltons will just sit on the skin's surface. Anything below 500 Daltons can penetrate into the skin. So the lower the Dalton, the deeper it can penetrate into the skin. My moisturizer only has 13 Daltons in it. My lucky fucking number. As you can see, makeup sits beautifully on top of it. And in fact, I'm going to tell you the story time on how this all just kind of came about, because it was through my makeup that I was like, when I was first approached about it, it was actually going to be just promoting the product for somebody else's business, and I would just be paid a commission on the sales. So months ended up going by and I never heard back anything on this moisturizer. So I just figured they just didn't want to do it, or just things fell through the business, whatever. So I just kind of let it go. Within a week of me thinking about the lotion, it was again brought back up to me, but this time as my own business, not somebody else's. I remember feeling like super excited because when I was younger, I always wanted to have like my own like makeup line or like cosmetic line, and I always wanted to use my name. And so I was just like really excited because I'm like, I could do Valerie Jane Cosmetics and have a product, and then my mind instantly went to all the reasons why I shouldn't, and the fear, and the you don't know what you're doing, and you've never done that before, and how is the shipping gonna work, and how are you gonna get this, and how are you gonna get that? And it was just like 1,000 questions came at me at once. And so I was just like, I don't know, like I haven't even tried the product. And so he was like, well, let me give you one so you can start trying it. I remember also feeling like really skeptical because of all the good stuff he was saying about the moisturizer, and I was just like, there's no way it's this good, like I don't know. So anyway, I took a bottle home to start using that night. I was a little bit hesitant to use it because I don't change up my skincare very often, just because I do have really sensitive skin. And so I was just like, is it worth like trying something new right now? And then I was like, well, you know, like it's no different than me getting a product in BoxyCharm and trying that. By the way, it is for all skin types too. So lo and behold, I obviously use the moisturizer, and I wake up the next morning and I don't wash my face in the morning if I wash it at night because my skin gets dried out really quickly. And so I just woke up the next morning, brushed my teeth, sat down, and I started getting ready. So I sat down to start getting ready, and I remember putting on like my primer, and then I started putting on my foundation. And I remember thinking like, what the heck? Like my foundation is blending out like so good today. And it also went further than normal. So the amount that I was putting on like my cheek alone went all the way across my face, down my neck, and just left like this little bit of like space. And I was like, that blended out really far today. Like what the heck? And then, you know, I start putting on my concealer and cream contour, and everything is just blending out like literally melted butter. Like it was blending out like a dream. And I was just so confused. I'm like, what is going on with my makeup? Like, what did I do? It wasn't until I think I was doing my eyebrows that it all hit me. I was like, the moisturizer. It was in that moment that I knew I was going to open Valerie Jane Cosmetics and use that moisturizer as my first product. I have never had a product work like that in one use. I was baffled. I remember being like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but where do I start? Like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Like, how do I even get this lotion? Like, how does this even happen? How do I get packaging and labeling? And how am I gonna do all this? Like, do I have to hire someone to help me with this brand? Like, all these questions started like flooding my mind. I remember when I met with him to go over like pricing and stuff, I almost shat myself when he told me there are brands in higher end department stores in like LA and Beverly Hills selling this exact moisturizer, product, everything for $400. So you guys, I am trying to get it as cheap as I possibly can. The more that I can buy, the cheaper my price gets. So right now I was only able to purchase a smaller amount, so I had to pay a higher price. So the more that I can purchase, the lower I can charge you guys as well. And I want to put out really good quality products because this one actually fucking works. You guys were on to me like right away though. Like within a week of me using that, you guys instantly started flooding my comment sections with skincare questions throughout all my social media. I swear that's like my number one question I get is my skincare alongside like what lashes I'm wearing. Like you guys caught on so freaking fast, and that's another reason that I was like, okay, this has to be doing something to my skin. Like it has to be. And then even in real life, people were asking me what I was using on my skin. So I know this really, really, really works. And honestly, you guys, from November until July, all I was using for skincare was Tatcha Rice Wash and my moisturizer. That was literally it. And then in July is when I started incorporating some of my Oliveda products. And so far, my moisturizer and my Oliveda products play so beautifully together. Makeup is only going to look as good as the skin it sits on top of, and I truly believe if you find a few really good quality products, that's all you need. You don't need this huge, long 12-step skincare routine. All right, I literally have to work in 2 hours, and I have to go run a few errands, so I am going to have this on my website available to purchase today, right here, right now. The link for my website is up in the link tree in my bio. I also have a link in there for Oliveda if you want to look into that skincare as well. They do have a skin quiz. If you take it, buy 2 of the recommended products, they will send you a product for free. It's usually between like $75 and $90. So really good deal. I love you guys all so freaking much. I can't wait to do business with you, and I will see you guys in my next video.